One of our main goals is to encourage young physicians in training to pursue careers in infectious diseases, and particularly careers in infectious diseases research. As opposed to 20 years ago, where the infectious diseases attendings and the nephrologists and the cardiologists and the gastroenterologists all served as teaching attendings on the general medicine service. That happens much less often nowadays with the emergence of hospital medicine. And because that doesn't happen so much anymore, those sort of very natural interactions that students have early on with attendings are much less frequent. The greater the number of opportunities we have to interact with the medical students and tell them about what infectious diseases is like, even though in the early years of medical school they may not know what clinical infectious diseases really entails, planting the seed early on and telling them about your career and what you enjoy and what you don't enjoy about the career, because there are pros and cons to every sort of career. I think we'll at least plant the seed early on for those students to get them thinking about a career in infectious diseases, so that when they see it again in the inpatient setting, they'll already be thinking about that as a potential career, and hopefully they'll have the good fortune of meeting up with a person that they ultimately take on as a role model and mentor. And I think one of the best things that the society can do is to learn from those sort of grassroots examples and say, wow, here's what we're doing at institution X, and this has worked really well, and think about broadening that to other institutions. And we're all going to have our own successes and failures at our own institutions with what works in creating excitement about the field of infectious diseases, and we can certainly learn from each other about what works and what doesn't. But I think that's critically important.